Yes, good evening, everyone. This is another Coffee with the Chairman update. I'll try to keep it short, although I got the scare of my life when I got an email from 12 Ticketing that there were some challenges brought up by Pay.nl. That's their .nl, that's their payment provider. So I was thinking, oh no, here we go again. We need to go through like due diligence again, and it's going to take months. Luckily, that was not the case. There was an issue because 12 Ticketing, they normally sell tickets for events. So they enrolled us on their platform as an event. And then Pay.nl got back to them saying, look, this isn't an event, this is crowdfunding. Luckily, we were already past due diligence, and we didn't need to go again through the due diligence part. But we do need to have a corporate account because there's more like control over there or something. I don't know. Which means effectively that we need to pay more, 155 euros a month, which sucks actually, but it's way better than having another couple of months of due diligence with an uncertain outcome. So the good news is we're through. They've used as crowdfunding. They know we're going to crowdfund. So now everything is set to like on the legal perspective, everything's okay, and we can move on. And that's a good thing because we started a vote about the payment processing fees and the rolling reserve. The rolling reserve was an unanimous vote for the suggested option, meaning we're going for a fixed fee to minimize the risk. And with the payment processing fees, there was 83.3% was in favor of the suggested option A, meaning we don't charge any payment processing fees, and we just consider that as campaign costs, which, if you add it up, is still a very low fee for a crowdfunding campaign. So in that sense, we have set up a good setup. It was only 6 members, so it was not a huge turnout, but better than nothing. And we're going to have another vote at the end of this call and in the email. So call to everyone, cast your vote, and yeah, let's steer this club with all of us. This also means that we can work towards the launch. There's still one sort of technical step to go. We want to connect Club Collect, our membership database or membership tool, with 12 ticketing, so that whenever someone becomes a member, they will automatically get an email uh, enrolling them for or giving them an account for the 12 ticketing platform, so that they can buy certificates. The reason for this is that, of course, if you're not a member, you're not allowed um, to buy certificates. So we need to give everyone an account so they can actually buy those certificates, which is a good thing because that's also call to action we can use to get people to buy certificates, which we need to buy the club in the end. So it's all good. The only downside it's that they cannot deliver that connection until half of June. But if that's what it is, we'll aim for launching half of June. You will be able to buy certificates by that point. So if you want to, and we are able to do it manually before that. So if you want to buy some tickets, let me know already. Then we need your vote, and that's because I've spoken with 12 ticketing, and they've shown three possible solutions based on our tiers and our setup for how we want to sell the certificates. Unfortunately, there's not one perfect solution based on what they have. So that's why I'm going to show you three options, and we need to vote on which one we want to use. So right now you're seeing my screen, which is like the sort of event page or the certificate sale page. We can style it the way we want, but this is like a basic setup they shared with me, which I'm now sharing with you. But once we choose format, we'll work on the visuals and of course um, the actual words, and we can add a video that explains the process, etc., etc. So on that side, yeah, it's easy. We'll make it work. But the question is how do we sell the certificates? This is the first option. The first option is we work with a lot of tiers. So we start with level 1 and go all the way down to level 40. And there are a certain amount of tickets available per level. In the simplest setup, you need to click every single ticket, which of course is not an issue if you only want 10 tickets, but if you want certificates, but if you want the maximum amount of 600 certificates, it will hurt you. So this is not an option in my in my opinion. But I wanted to show you like this is like the basic setup, and it works like this because they sell tickets and they generally do not sell hundreds of tickets at the same time. Um, so this is the first version. Then we go to the second version. There, if you buy tickets, the setup is slightly different. Here we still have the levels, but within each level you have two options. You can buy single tickets, and you can buy them per 50 or sets of 50, or as many as available. Because in this setup, they showcased it and they sort of sold 6 tickets or certificates already, so there's still 94 available within level 1. Meaning that if I want to have 2, well, I get 2. Then if I want to have the remaining ones, I can select the maximum 50 or as many as possible, which gives me the total of 49 tickets, and there's still 0 available, or there's still 0 left. That's and then I can select more tickets from the next level. The upside of this is that it's very clear which tickets you buy and which level they are. The downside is that it's not completely clear that um, you have 49 tickets here. Um, but with a video like this, we can explain how it works, and I think people will understand in the end. Maybe we can change some of the wording. But it's very clear what you're buying because you're selecting it yourself. So this is the second option. This also goes all the way down to the 40 levels. And then we have the third option that turns the buying process sort of around. Instead of buying tickets, you say, I want to invest this amount of money. You'll pay, and then we will go through the payments based on their time stamp, and then we'll from the backend we'll send out the tickets, and there we can send them out with a couple of clicks. We can send out like 100 tickets of this level, 100 tickets of the next level, etc. So that's the easy thing, is that it's pretty clear. And you can just select the amount you want to invest. The downside is that you don't know exactly which tickets you're buying. So where you have the different levels in this setup, and it's clear that you're buying from different levels for different prices. In the V3 option, it's not that clear which tickets you'll get. Considering the levels start with like smaller amounts, like the first levels have 100 certificates available, but then it turns into tiers of 500 certificates, and then 1,000 up till 2,500 or even 7,500. So in that sense, later on in the campaign, it will be pretty clear what you're buying, even with this option. And I think it's also pretty reasonable or pretty common that you actually say, I want to invest this amount of money, and then we can uh, transfer back any remaining value of the €1,000, for instance. Um, I have a slight favorite, but I'm more curious to hear what your thoughts are and which version you vote on. Also share your thoughts. That's definitely helpful. And once we have the results in, we can start working on the content and creating the video and finalizing the process so that we can launch in June. Good stuff. All right. It's Champions League night, so I'm gonna enjoy some proper football. And I wish you a good evening. All right. Bye bye.